SharePoint has a reputation for looking terrible. Now, most people's intranets are outdated, clunky, and barely had any thought gone into the design. In this video, I'm going to show you some real-world examples of SharePoint intranets which look much better and give you some advice about how you can achieve it. My name's Dougie Wood, I'm a Microsoft MVP, and I've been working with SharePoint intranets for the past 20 years. I've been building out intranets for organizations all over the world. So if you need professional help setting up a SharePoint intranet, there's a link in the description below to contact me. Here's an example of a terrible looking SharePoint intranet. It's something time and time again I see people with a intranet homepage which looks very much like this. And of course, then all of their users end up with a very poor idea of what SharePoint looks like and what it could potentially look like. Now, the reason why this looks so terrible is, for one, you're using the kind of stock SharePoint layout, which comes with these large hero tiles across the top. There's no real kind of brand or colors or branded imagery that's going on throughout this. All the imagery looks very different. Old, blurry, kind of starred imagery, icons which are not really fully visible, imagery which just isn't really matching up. So cartoon imagery and realistic kind of imagery, stock imagery on the same page just makes it look really terrible. And this kind of graphic, these morph kind of shape people, it's very dated. Same with these kind of icons or folders. It's very dated. It just makes it look a lot older than it needs to be. Further down, we've got this news area. But again, inconsistent. We're using totally different colored imagery. We've got some pink images here, some blue images here. There's no brand consistency throughout any of it. Again, it's using just a standard kind of layout. And in fact, in some of these, we've got no imagery at all. So it's just no images that are even pulling through. There's no consistency to the titles, as well as some of them are starting off with capitals and not in others. So the way that text is put onto the page makes a massive difference. Often as well, thinking about the amount of news that you have on the page can make it feel sort of dated. So say, for example, right now, we're sort of halfway through the year, and we're still seeing news items here which are about the Christmas party which took place last year. Now, I always tell people to reverse engineer thinking about their news items, and only display the amount of news items that you actually can keep up with the momentum to create. So say, for example, if you're only going to create one news item every 6 months, then you're going to end up with news items like this showing up. Because we're displaying 4 news items, that's basically 2 years worth of news items that we've got in here. So maybe just have just a single news item show up, or just the last 2. So you've only got 6 months worth of content. Whereas if you're going to create a news item, say, every month, then of course you're only going to have 4 months worth of content on here. So again, just making sure that it feels kind of relevant, because otherwise end users are going to feel that this content is old, stagnant, and just not want to use it at all. Same goes with the events down here. You can see we've got these kind of imagery that we're using, which is a mix of imagery, blurry images, and again, events which are out of date, that we shouldn't really be seeing anymore. Quick links on the right-hand side here. Now, actually something which is very common when people are building out SharePoint Intranet homepages is to not consider kind of the kind of layout, the spacing between things. And maybe they've added a bunch of links to this. So if I just added a few more links on here so you can kind of see what I mean. The overcram links onto the page, which then means that it doesn't really fit the rest of the layout of the page. So if I now publish this page, you can see it's very common that people go nuts and they add every single link they can think of, but then it pushes it out and it just looks kind of out of space. Now, previously, this was obviously aligned to the bottom, so it looked a lot neater, whereas now this looks a lot more out of place. So, as I say, think about this. Branded colors, so to feel like your organization. Use consistent imagery. And if you're going to use kind of cartoon imagery, use it throughout. I don't really like this style, but again, be consistent. You can use stock imagery, but again, the best actually is to use real images of your real employees, as it's going to give a much better kind of feel to this. News items, keep them up to date. Make sure you've only got kind of news items showing for the last couple of months at maximum, really. And same goes with events. And then with quick links, just have the links that you think that people are going to need. Now, you can keep on top of this as well, because if, say, for example, these links were going off to different SharePoint pages, for each SharePoint page, you actually have this analytical area. So you can see how many views, how much traffic that page is actually getting, so that you know whether or not that page is worth linking on the homepage or not. You can make more informed decisions. Now let's look at some better examples of an intranet. So this is my kind of hub design, and you can see it's much lighter. We've got a very consistent color theme that's running through here. So this kind of a sort of bluey purpley color, which is the brand color in this case, is being used in this secondary content area. It's got a highlight across the top. We've got our logo across the top left-hand corner, and you can see these buttons here are also using this color. So we're already feeling nicely branded up. We have this nice slideshow here of news items. So again, it's kind of keeping things fresh. We've only got 3 items on here, so we're showing the last maybe 3 posts. Maybe if we're creating 1 post a month, it's the last 3 months worth of content. We've got links on the right-hand side. Again, we're using consistent icons here. Now, these are actually Microsoft icons, and Microsoft have a stock icon library, which has got roughly 1,000-ish kind of icons in there. So there's plenty of things that you can use to keep that level of consistency. Further down, again, we're keeping all the same kind of colors here. So we're using these kind of web parts, which have got the white text on a sort of clear kind of background to that background color. Further down, we've got a bit more department news. So maybe across the top, maybe this is news items which are for everybody. Whereas further down, these are department specific news. So it's filtering down. Maybe if it knew, for example, I work in the finance department, it's filtering down just to show me finance department news. Again, at the bottom, we've got events, and again, we've got consistent imagery. So say, for example, if this organization was working in manufacturing or warehousing or construction or something like that, all these imagery are kind of lining up to that type of industry. And on the right-hand side, we've got a nice call to action. Maybe it's a summer party, which is coming up. And again, one of the things to factor in as part of your kind of design of SharePoint is making sure that you're kind of having things on the page that people actually want to see, news items, useful links, but also building up hype and awareness of company events which are coming up, making it sort of nice and easy for them to see on the homepage. As a quick reminder, I do offer professional services helping set up SharePoint intranets. So if you need any help, there's a link to contact me in the description below. Another example, for example, we've got here this Salvation Army homepage, which again is using subtly their kind of red colors. So we're using this kind of red overlay on top of this image here. We also have a bit of red accent around the sides of this quick links, as well as you can see the buttons here, like the see all and the add options here. I've got that Salvation Army red color as well. Now, we are again breaking out the news. Now, in this case, these guys have got a lot of news. They've got all company news, got volunteer-specific news, or regional news. So, depending on where you are, say, for example, I work in the London office, I'm seeing news which is related to the London region. Whereas if I worked in, say, Manchester, maybe I would see Manchester kind of based news. Further down, we've got this nice kind of it's actually a hero web part, which is broken out into layers. So we've got image on the left, text on the right, and then vice versa all the way down. But again, we've got this kind of consistent color theme that's running throughout. We've got these red labels, which are labeling the department that these quick kind of action steps are going to be taking us to. And again, at the bottom, we've got some upcoming events, which if we don't have anything populated, you can see here, it's got that red color, which is showing us on here. But we can also see across the navigation bar, we've got the red underlines underneath these navigational areas as well. And as we hover over, it's got that red color. So it's got a nice, consistent color theme running throughout the intranet. And then finally, we've got this heart site. Now, this is a little bit kind of obviously darker. The color theme they're using here is black, but the logo is red, which is standing out really nice against that kind of black backdrop. Again, we've got this kind of scroller here of news items, and we've got an FAQ on the right-hand side. Now, this secondary content area is using this black color, which is the kind of theme in this case, with nicely contrasting white text over the top of it. So thinking about contrast, thinking about accessibility, so making sure that people find it easy to read. You obviously wouldn't want to be using, say, for example, a yellow background with white text on the top of it, because that'd be very difficult to read. Further down, we've got more kind of call to actions, but you'll notice that the imagery that's used on here For example, although their kind of brand has got this kind of black color, also they have it this kind of navy blue as their kind of secondary color. So the imagery is all consistent. All the imagery is using this kind of blue color, and even this kind of expenses canvas app that we've got embedded into our intranet here has got those kind of blue themed accent colors running throughout it as well. Further down, we've got news. And again, this is a little bit more simplistic. We're only showing the latest 4 news items, but you can see it's pulling out from different areas. So we have the heart, which is the main intranet, but we also have other areas of the internet like leadership updates, which is pulling through onto this page as well. Further down, we've got more kind of popular documents, recently accessed documents, things like that, celebrations, promotions. But again, we're using this kind of secondary kind of blue color inside of the imagery. And then at the bottom, we've got a bit of an expandable out kind of FAQ. And again, you can see the images that we're using have all got kind of people wearing kind of blue clothing because that's their kind of the clothing in this case that obviously aligns with their branding. So you can see here, these are some real world examples of what a good intranet could potentially look like. There's plenty of other ways you can kind of achieve this. We help our customers all the time to find the best layout because you could say, for example, well, I like this particular component and this component, and I also like the components on this page here. And then we can mock up a design that's specific to you and to your organization using your branded colors, themes, imagery, tone of voice of the text, and so much more to really make it feel like your own. If you found this video useful, then click the video on screen now, as I think you'll find it really helpful. Of course, give us a like on this video. If you've got any questions at all, drop them below and subscribe for more SharePoint content.